which is a pretty big difference, I would say. And then in the semi-final they shot 231 against Great Britain, and it was also very good score. And I think they're overall very experienced team, and they have Albina Loginova, who is several-time world champion. And I mean, with this kind of setup, it's clear that they are very strong. They feel confident. But Turkish team also did quite well. They were ranked 9th. As you mentioned, and they won their first match against Belgium. Then they knocked out Danish team, which is also a very strong team, and I think for Denmark it was a little bit of an upset. And in the semi-final they won against Netherlands, so it will be quite interesting match.
Good. Yeah, so we just got the team introductions here, waiting for Russia to come out. It'll be an interesting match. I hope it's a bit closer than the last match. Obviously, I am British, slightly disappointed with that defeat there of Great Britain. But what I want to see throughout the day are close matches. So, and this has the potential to be that. Russia, naturally the favourites. They have been shooting extremely well throughout the tournament. They've done well competing against the gents. The way their scores have been going.
Yes.
So this will be an interesting match.
Ayse, Suzer, and Evrim Saglam. And their opponents, the powerhouse team of Russia, Mariia, Vinogradova.
I would expect overall higher scores in this match from both teams, because Turkey has been also quite successful recently. In the last years, the compound picked up quite a lot.
Yeah.
And Russia has been strong already for many years, and it will be an interesting match.
Interesting, indeed. I mean, the Turkish spirits are fairly high after yesterday. One of their recurve team won a place for the Olympics. Two spots for the Olympics. Apologies. So spirits are high within the camp, and you get that feeling quite a lot. On the GBR side, Patrick Houston won a space as well, and like I say, it lifts the whole team. So don't expect Turkey to bow down easily to the Russians here. They've got a chance to cause an upset, and let's see what happens. Russia to shoot first on the right-hand target. Looking steady, very steady. Low 9. They haven't had much of a chance to shoot these targets, or in this amphitheatre.
No, unfortunately.
They had a couple of events practice.
Some hours ago. That's a bit tricky for teams.
So in regards to sight mark, those of you again who don't know, that thing sticking out the front of their bow is a sight. You can move that up and down to put the arrows in the middle. So when they first start shooting, it's a bit of a minefield as to where to put the sight. But Russia seem to be fairly well dialed in already. 10,
That's 9. A solid shot and a very good beginning.
Great start to the match there.
Let's see if Turkey can have something to reply with. They have quite young team.
Very young, yeah. So they've got a lot of years to improve, but this kind of match is going to give them great confidence. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
The story of the day so far is that a lot of people tend to go left with their first arrows. So maybe any matches later on in the day can take note from this, because a lot of people seem to be going left.
The flags are not moving that much if you look at them.
No. And then they've got Mike. Brilliant. I mean, I stood on the stage before we started today just to get a feel for the wind direction and its strength, and it is going to increase in strength throughout the day. So this morning it's not too bad, and like I say, there's you can't see them, but there are flags on top of the targets to give the archers an indication of the direction and the strength of the wind. Right now they're not moving, even though there is some wind, so it can be a little of an unknown. But 29 to 26 after the first 3 hours in Russia's favour. They can really wind the screw in here by shooting a good end again.
So Albina is the most experienced member of the team.
Yeah. She's been in these situations many a time, hasn't she?
Yes.
Not taking advantage to the fullest here, really. They've opened the door for Turkey to to steady the ship a little bit. I'm going to call that out.
I think so, but it's. Let's see what the judge says, because sometimes we don't really see the angle that well.
But an opportunity. I don't think Turkey thought they would have this opportunity after the first 3 hours. But a 10-10-10 here, and they take the lead.
It's a little bit shaky. Aiming.
It's an 8. I mean, not great start. But they were, like you say, they're a young team. They're going to be nervous.
Yes. I think everybody's nervous. I mean, in my opinion, even if you're there on the finals, you're shooting it a lot. For example, like let's take Peter Elzinga. Yes, he's been there many times. But I think you still feel this rush when you're there, and it still affects you. At least first couple of arrows, you really need to calm down, and then you can already do your best.
An 8 and a 7 to start this 3 ends from Turkey. So not great. 51 to 55. 4 points after 1 end is not good. Both, to be honest with you, both scoring fairly low on this their first end. But
Turkey finished with a very good 10, and for them it's also a little bit better to get back their confidence.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Also, I think second end should be already better, because of course, as you said, they only practiced in the morning, and then probably conditions were also a little bit different. Plus now you already have a bit more stress, a little bit more pressure, all the spectators and teams cheering, so it is different.
Yeah. Is there an element of complacency maybe? I mean, where I'm coming from here is that Turkey, they were ranked 9th, and they've made it all the way to the final. They're guaranteed a medal now. Are they almost accepting the fact that they're coming up against a stronger team, but they're happy to be second and they're happy with their medals? Or
I think it's really individual. For some people it's enough. Some people really relax in the finals because you already know that even if I lose, I'm second, I get the medal. But for them it's even more motivation, because they fought all the way from the bottom, and then they really want to get this gold.
Yeah. That should be the mentality, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd like to think archers at this level, they're in the final of the European Championships, that they'd want to go for gold. But like I say, they're a young team. They're going to be very proud of whatever they've achieved today. But
definitely, it's a great result for them.
Yeah. 3 more ends to go in this final, and let's see if Turkey can make a match of it.
So far they're 4 points behind.
Yeah, 4 points. Not a lot behind, considering how bad that first end was for them. So I think they got away with that slightly. Obviously Turkey are behind in this match now, so they will shoot first. Their first 3 arrows. Needs to start well. Perfect. Actually perfect. Confidence has grown. Yes, that's 2 10s in a row.
Yes.
See if they can get this going a little bit. We know they can shoot. Their scores leading up to this final have been good.
Just out. It's still good.
Not too bad, is it? You know, it's not a 7. They have shot a 7 so far today, but it's not too bad. They can drop the odd point, but let's keep it like that. A 10 here puts a bit of pressure on Russia.
That's a good shot.
Great end from Turkey.
So they came back quite strong after the last 3 arrows. They shot 25,
yeah,
right?
10,
yes.
And they finished with a 10. So
yes.
It's 8 to 7 and then 10. Followed up nicely there with a 29. Russia under a bit of pressure here. Start with a 7. So the door is open. 2 10s, and that's their lead is only 2 points.
So they really have to shoot strong now. And there it is.
Brilliant. 7s are almost unforgivable in the world of compound archery, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Obviously, it is pressure. It is a bit of a pressure cooker. But 7s are a little bit poor.
Russia still has 1 point advantage.
Yeah, but
Turkey definitely picked up.
3 points in 3 hours is a good comeback there. So bit of a confidence booster. She takes her time, but she stays solid throughout the shot. Good. This is good shooting from Turkey.
See, they were really nervous in the first end.
Yeah.
Now they are coming back, and obviously also coach is helping because they always try to calm the athletes down and make them believe that they know how to shoot this 10. They all know how to shoot good. So
20 so far. I think Russia will be standing there thinking, we've let something go here. Another 10 here, and there'll be a 59 end, the best we've seen so far. And there's X as well, it's not even just a 10, a great X. 2 X's from that archer, fantastic shooting. First opportunity to see this beautiful graphic, 10-10-10 graphic.
So Russia has to really pick up right now.
Well, any points they drop now
will cost them.
Well, that gives Turkey the lead almost.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think there's 9 shot there with that first arrow. So 2 10s, and Turkey have got back to level pegs. And 9. Every point dropped now from Russia is going behind. So Turkey have got the advantage going into the second end by at least 1 point. Needs a 10 here, Russia. 9. So there's a massive swing there. I mean, obviously Russia, they had a 4-point lead after the first end. Now they have a 2-point deficit. So great end from Turkey there, 59, the best that we've seen on this stage today.
Yes.
Russia, the more experienced, as you mentioned, need to figure out what's going on.
They need to use their experience right now.
I mean, Turkey did shoot a 59, which is good. However, Russia shooting a 53 to be 6 points down in 6 arrows is not good. We can always say that Turkey have shot well to get that lead back. However, they threw away a large lead. So I'd say Russia, they'll be feeling the pressure now. Halfway through the match, 2 points behind.
In this kind of situations, team has to really be together, and they have to feel united, and because they know that even if somebody shoots good and then someone accidentally drops a 7, you still need to make this person feel confident, not that she or he is really focused on this 7, that mistake, because you know that it's not only your score, it's just the team already.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's a couple of high fives before they start this end. Just a bit of a motivational aid there. So we've got Russia behind in the match. They should be shooting first on the right-hand target now. An opportunity to put a bit of pressure on Turkey. But it can swing both ways. If they shoot badly for these first 3, it can give Turkey a confidence boost. So either way, what Russia have to do is shoot a good 3 arrows. They look focused now.
Yeah, for them it's really crucial right now.
I think they would have come into this match very confident about an easy win almost, and they've been shocked there after that second end by Turkey. Nice and quick. 9. 9s are okay. Coupled with 10s, 9s are okay.
But not when the other team shoots 59.
Yeah, not when the other team shoots 59.
I mean, with all 9s you get only 54, right? It's other team shoots a couple more 10s, and they increase the
9-9.
Increase the advantage they have.
Yeah, not to mention the wind too much, but I mean, we're sitting in a tent here with sort of like open windows around, and I can feel the wind a little bit. 3 9s from Russia. I would like to say it's not good enough, but Turkey did shoot a 51 with their first end, so anything's possible here. Looks good.
Look a bit rushed, actually.
Yeah.
She was already almost leaving the line when the shot was still the arrow was still flying.
I think it's paid off though. She did shoot a 10. I think we accidentally looked at the Russian target there initially, but we can confirm it is a 10 to start for Turkey.
That didn't look like a good shot right away.
Didn't look happy with it. Did she? 8. Almost cancelled out that good start to the end. So a 10 and then coupled with an 8, not quite good enough. A 10 here just to maintain the lead.
You could see she was not very happy also with the shot.
10-9-8 to a 9-9-9, obviously all square in this end. Turkey maintained their 2-point lead halfway through the third end. Only 9 hours left to shoot in this match. Russia needs to start shooting some 10s. 9 again. Like I mentioned before, 9s are okay, but you do need to have 10s with them. If you just shoot 9s throughout the match, you're not going to win, probably.
Yes.
The most experienced archer on the Russian team here needs to shoot a 10. There
that's a good shot.
Final arrow needs to be a 10 as well, I'd suggest.
And they're also very quick. I mean, look, the last archer starts shooting and they have 30 seconds left. That's very a lot.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
10 points.
10 points, fantastic. Okay. Pressure on Turkey. They need a 10-10-9 to square this match off, or this end off at least. So a 9-9-9 will put the scores level going into the last match. So they need to keep everything in the gold here and try and pick up a 10 with these last 2 arrows.
Oh, maybe we'll have our first shoot off.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
In the morning.
Plenty of opportunities for shoot off today. Another 9. A 10 here, and there they have a lead going into the last end, which is important. It's gives you a confidence going into the last end, but they do need a 10. 10, fantastic shooting. She is shooting well in this match.
Yes.
Another 2 10s from her in this end, and that maintains Turkey's lead. The underdog story is still alive.
Yeah, but 1 point. It's almost nothing.
So, well, yes. 1 point swings happen on a regular occurrence. I mean, we saw Russia throw away a 4-point lead after the second end to a 2-point deficit. So anything can literally happen. This is why we love archery so much.
Yeah. So the last 6 arrows will be very, very important. They basically will be fighting in every arrow. Every single will really count in this end.
Counts, yeah. Again, just to explain the shoot-off side of things, if it does come to that, each archer will each team will shoot an end of 3 arrows. Highest score wins. If it's a tie, they'll shoot again.
No, they measure the closest arrow. Yes.
Okay. So just to confirm, like say, if it's a tied score, then the closest arrow to the middle will count. Here's me. I need to brush up on my rules.
I mean, but the weather is lovely for them today to shoot. What we saw the whole week, it's been really tough. The conditions were very difficult, but today, I mean, it's a beautiful day, and I'm really happy for the archers that they can actually show their skills in the good conditions.
Good point. Yeah, I mean the weather seems to have got better throughout the week. I only turned up on Thursday, so it must have just followed me from Wales. So. Yeah.
Qualification and elimination days were horrible. It was extremely cold, it was very windy, it was raining, and conditions were very, very tough.
Russia are behind, so again they shoot first, and they have a very good opportunity here just to put the pressure on Turkey. 3 10s, and we all play for. It's a 7. That's not good enough, I'm afraid. That's in 1 arrow, she's managed to put all the pressure on Russia here.
And gave a little confidence boost to Turkey.
Yeah, and Turkey a confidence boost. But Russia, even with 2 10s here, Turkey still have the advantage. So not a good start.
That's a good 10.
She needs to, she steadied the ship there, the most experienced Russian team member there, making sure that 7 is as cancelled out as best as possible. But they need another 10. 9, 26. Advantage Turkey.
Let's see if they can use it.
Yeah, I mean they are yet to shoot their 3 arrows, but they have an opportunity here to extend their lead going into the last 3 arrows. At 25 here, and the scores are tied, but she's shooting well. She rushed off there a little bit, but the shots seem good enough.
Sometimes it can also be a little false confidence if you see another team shooting a 7, and then you also tend to relax a little bit, and you know that. Oh, see
that's exactly what happened. You just
I
saw
hope it's not my fault.
No, you just saw her drop her arm, and there it goes into 7. It's nearly
exactly,
a 6.
because you know that the other team shot a 7, and you think, okay, I just need to shoot the yellow, and that's going to be enough. And then when you start thinking about it, it's never good.
Turkey need a 10 now just to maintain their lead, and it's a 9. So we are all square going into the last 3 hours. Turkey had an opportunity, and they threw it away, and now Russia have the opportunity now to put the pressure on. The more experienced team now has the advantage. Just into the 9.
Should be a 9 still.
Yeah.
They should try to shoot as clean as possible now if they really want to secure it without having to go into the shoot-off.
Yeah. I mean, you see the time counted down. They do have plenty of time to shoot these arrows. So I wouldn't be coming down or anything, but I would be making sure that you shoot a good shot. 8. I mean, it's not good, but anything can happen. You know, we've seen in this end so far so many swings and roundabouts already.
It should be a 10 now.
Has to be.
And it is.
Fantastic.
That's good.
10-9-8. 52.
So Turkey has to, even if they shoot all 9s. There will be a shoot. No? No, they will win.
10-9-9.
Yes.
Yeah, 9-9-9 wins. 9. There's 1. She needs a 10 in this arrow. I mean, what they've done interestingly here is they've put the highest scoring archer now last to make that last arrow just a little bit more confident. 10, fantastic shooting. So all they need now is an 8 and above. So that's the inner red ring. If they hit that or higher, they win. 7 creates a shoot off. Confident. Fantastic. Turkey underdogs take the gold. Russia look a little despondent there.
Yes.
Turkey elated, of course. But that's a fantastic underdog story. This, like I said, they seeded 9th, and they've taken out the third seed team here in the gold medal match. Russia taking the silver, of course. But I don't think they'll be happy with that after, like I say, coming up against Turkey. They'd like to have fancied themselves in that match, but it's not to be. Turkey, European champions, women's compound team in this fast graphics gold medal match.
They did a good job, even after this 7 in where it was already, they knew that every arrow counts, and after the 7 they could pick it up, and then they were able to finish strong.
Those last 3 arrows were fantastic.
Yes.
And they 10-10-9 when the pressure was really on. Yeah, very good performance for Turkey throughout this match, throughout this tournament.